everyone, and welcome to the Perfume Realm. My name is Manahil, and today's video is going to be my top 10 rich smelling fragrances. But before we get started, I just wanted to say, if you are interested in joining the realm, I highly suggest hitting the subscribe button and clicking the bell notification so you can stay up to date on everything that is happening here. Now let's jump into it. Okay, so I had to start this list off with one of my most favorite fragrances ever, and that is Black Orchid from Tom Ford. I have been obsessed with this ever since I first smelled it. It is so unique. It is so literally rich and lavish and opulent. And a theme that you're going to see as I go through this list is that indolic fragrances really smell luxurious and expensive to me, and this one is no exception. I'm pretty sure most people are familiar with it, and we all know it is very polarizing. Either you love it to death or you super hate it, and it is understandable. I can see that it is not something that everyone would love, but like I said, it's very deep, it's very mysterious, and a full-bodied fragrance, and that is why this is on the list. So Tom Ford Black Orchid. Next up, we have a Mancera fragrance, and this one is Instant Crush. So Instant Crush is said to be a dupe of Baccarat Rouge 540, and though I see similarities, I always say that I don't think that it is a dupe. It can definitely stand on its own. I love this. Once again, it is very full-bodied. Now, this is a super duper sweet fragrance, but it is a sweetness that a lot of people can pull off if they want to be sophisticated. You know, sometimes a sweet fragrance can definitely seem childish or juvenile. Not this one. This one is a very top tier sweet fragrance. So it definitely has the sugary vibe to it, kind of like a caramelized sugar. Now, I also own one other Mancera fragrance, and that is Velvet Vanilla, and I'm actually not a huge fan of that one. There's something about it that I don't love. So it's not that I'm just a huge Mancera lover. This one though, just, was amazing and definitely sold me. Because Mancera, just like Menthol, is a tricky one for me. I really don't enjoy Menthol fragrances. There's something very synthetic about this. This one is nothing like that at all. To me, even if it has a synthetic vibe, it's done really well, and again, in a very rich, luxurious, and lavish way. So when I showed you guys Black Orchid, I said that I found indolic fragrances to be very luxurious, and the jasmine in Black Orchid is what I believe brings that indolic kind of vibe to it. And from there, I noticed that I really find exotic flowers like jasmine and ylang to have that kind of luxurious vibe, that very rich vibe to it, and that is why ylang from Martine Micaleff is in here. Once again, this is a full-bodied fragrance. In this list, I don't have any powdery scents, although I'm sure a powdery scent can come off as rich and luxurious. To me, not only are they not typically my favorite thing, but just from my culture in general, I find that something that is very rich and indulgent and thick to be more on the rich side. So that is why I chose ylang. This is a beautiful, sweet, warm floral fragrance, but the beauty of this one is that it is not an empty floral. It has a lot of things going on in the background to really round it out, to really give it a lot of depth, a lot of dimension, and so I really do love this one. Also, ylang is not the only flower that takes place in here that you might believe it is because of the name ylang. To me, this one again is very opulent. It smells like shimmery gold. That's what it smells like. And this has a very creamy, exotic background love this one, and definitely one that is going to make you feel rich and lavish like a diva. This is something that you can wear on the red carpet for sure, or something that you could wear at the Ritz, or or a 3 Michelin star restaurant. Definitely something you can pull off there. So Ylang is also on this list. Okay, so now after Ylang, I have Gucci Intense Oud, and this is one of my favorite oud fragrances ever. Once again, very, very, very opulent. This is a full, thick oud, but it is a sweet oud. A very, very, very sweet oud. This is not the typical oud profile that you might be expecting, and this is also a unisex fragrance. It is a very big beast mode fragrance. It is definitely a power player in my collection, and I cannot say enough good things about this. Unfortunately, with quarantine, I haven't really been able to enjoy this as much, only because I cannot just wear this in the house. It is way too potent for that. I need to be somewhere where it can kind of air out and radiate. But this is something that smells like money. It smells like money to me. You smell this and you see like little money bags all over the place. This perfume is definitely worthy of being on this list. So Gucci Intense Oud. I also really like the bottle. It's very heavy, and the cap itself is very heavy as well, and closes really nice and tight. I love details like this, so yes, Gucci Intense Oud. Okay, so the next fragrance that I have over here is Mugler's Angel Muse. And what I'm hoping you guys have realized as I'm going through this list is that I want to give you guys kind of a range of different fragrances that can make you feel and smell rich. You don't actually have to spend stacks to smell rich and luxurious and exclusive and pricey and all of that. No, you can still find fragrances like Black Orchid, Mancera's Instant Crush, which is also a very affordable niche fragrance. All of those fragrances smell very, very, very high end and very, very high quality, but they're not going to break the bank for you. So Angel Muse over here is a hazelnut fragrance, and it is a very, very, once again, thick, layered fragrance. There's a lot to it. Very gourmand, but in a grown-up way. And there's a very nice warm amber, and amber also really smells to me very expensive. If it is done right, to me it smells expensive, and this is all sweet hazelnut and amber and warmth and just beautiful. It radiates. It has amazing performance. So this one is definitely worthy of being on this list. So Angel Muse. Okay, next up I have another one that I love, and that is Oud Bouquet. This one is another beast mode fragrance in my collection. Very, very strong, very powerful, not very shy at all, and this is a very sweet oud, rosy, boozy fragrance. I wouldn't even say that this is oud forward at all, but there is oud in here that really changes the profile of the rose in here, and the booziness really adds a little bit of that darkness to it. And yes, I love this one. I don't know how to explain it, but to me this smells like red velvet, not red velvet cake, just like a really nice royal red velvet. It smells like that to me. I don't know how to explain it, but I can smell the texture of the very smooth and thick and soft velvet, and then that bright deep rouge color. I definitely get that from here. So Oud Bouquet is also a fragrance that I think definitely makes you smell rich and luxurious. Okay, so now you guys thought you escaped it, but no. I have to mention Delina Exclusif, my dear, my darling, my beloved Delina Exclusif, my signature scent for life. Love it. Straight up money. I mean, it's straight up money. It is so thick and creamy, and every single ingredient smells of high quality. This is straight up, you went into King Louis' bank vault, You took all the money he had in there, you melted it down, and you put it in a really, really pretty pink bottle. That is this perfume. Delina Exclusif, money, money, money. That's all I gotta say. Also, after Delina Exclusif, Hedonist from Viktoria Minya smells like money while it is on my skin. Now, I have done a very in-depth review of this, and you can find it on my channel. For those of you who watched it, you already know that I'm not very happy with the longevity of this. The longevity might fall short of rich and lavish and extravagant, but the opening, oh my goodness, you cannot deny that this was made again with very high quality ingredients, and it smells beautiful. It smells like literally this bottle, what it looks like, that's what it smells like in the opening before it disappears. So this one definitely feels and smells like money when you spray it for the time being. Also, just the experience of owning it definitely makes you feel like it's expensive. So it had to make the list, although I'm not gonna lie and say that I love the longevity of this one. Okay, next fragrance is another one of my absolute favorites, and that is Nuit Et Confidences from Micallef. Again, this one smells high quality. It's an amazing vanilla fragrance, and when a vanilla fragrance is done amazing, like when it is done really, really well, it is hard to ignore the rich and extravagance and exclusiveness of it. It's very hard to deny a beautiful, well done vanilla as something that is very rich and expensive, because it takes a lot of care and artistry to make that happen. To me, when something is crafted really, really well, it is equivalent to being extremely expensive, because that was a time and love that was put into it, which is another form of currency to me. And this one was definitely made with love. It is a beautiful smoky vanilla fragrance. Again, I've talked about this at length on my channel, so I don't want to go too deep into this one, but definitely a very, very rich smelling vanilla fragrance. Okay, last up, I had to list it. I had to do it, and it is Chanel number 5. And this one is a tricky one. This one isn't so much because I find the profile of this to be extremely rich or luxurious. However, this scent is imprinted in my mind, and probably every other person in the world's mind, as expensive. Everyone knows you're wearing Chanel number 5 when you're wearing Chanel number 5. And so you're gonna smell rich, and you're gonna feel rich picking this beautiful bottle up and spraying it on you. So of course it had to make this list. Chanel number 5 as the last most rich, expensive, luxurious, extravagant, lush, opulent fragrance in my list. All of those beautiful words and many, many more synonyms with that are here in all of these bottles that I shared with you guys. And if you guys enjoy these kind of top 10 fragrances from me, definitely let me know in the comments, and I can definitely create more content like that. And if you have any other ideas, of course, once again, go down to the comments and I will definitely talk back to you guys. Also, if you did enjoy this video or any of my content, once again, I would highly suggest subscribing and hitting the bell notification. Also, giving this video a like and sharing with a friend. Other than that, have a good one.